afternoon, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Between Knits and Pearls. Yay! I'm coming to you from the very dreary, rainy, thunder and lightning state of Kentucky today, where humidity has picked up a little bit because we've had so much rain with a little bit of heat. So it's already getting sticky. Not my favorite. That's okay. My name is Stephanie. I can be found on Instagram and Ravelry under Farmstead Knits. And my co-host, Emily.
Yes! Hi, everybody. Complete opposite of Steph.
I know.
We haven't had one single rain. Well, I mean, we've had rain clouds, but here in Alaska, it is super warm. In fact, what's the temperature right now? Let's see. It's 47 degrees and it's only 10 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. We're going to get up to 51 today, but we desperately need the rain.
Yeah. I mean, that's warm for you guys too.
Yeah. And yet I'm still wearing a sweater and feeling good, but I do have a window and my front door open for a breeze.
That's all right. That's great.
Because pregnant women run hot.
They do. I remember that.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. But before we get started, I have to apologize again, guys. My voice sounds so bad. It's getting better. It's just, I'm not quite there yet, but bear with me and I'll get through it.
Well, that's one of the reasons why we haven't been well, one. I mean,
yes.
last week it was technically my fault because I was feeling so ill from it.
Yeah.
So
it's been both of us, so forgive us for the long delay.
Yes. But that means there's just more to share.
There you go.
Yep.
And speaking of sharing, I want to let you guys know that we already get to announce our next knit along, or should I say Advent along, which is the Merry Everything and Happy Always in July calendar Advent. We love doing holiday Advents during the holiday times, especially around Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you guys celebrate. So much so that this will be our second or third year.
No, I'm thinking third or fourth.
It might be. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
Yeah.
So this is basically our holiday in July. And we do the whole month. So it's 30 mini skeins that you prepare and then one big skein at the end. And this one we ask that it's more yarn focused and not so much all the extras, because a lot of times you're shipping to places where it's warm, things can melt. So the extras are not necessarily part of it, just kind of the daily 30 days to get you through July fun Advent yarny calendar. So
yes. And it is a bigger one because there is 31 days in July.
Yep.
Whereas with this December, we ended on Christmas Day with 25.
Yes.
So, you know, there is that as well. So,
and remember, this is a yarn Advent where you sign up, you use scraps that you have saved for your mini skeins, or you can purchase, but you don't have to. Right. And then you can have one big skein on the end that you wrap up. So it's so much fun, you guys.
But we ask that you try your hardest to use scraps, because the reason why we started this whole thing was because you and I couldn't afford.
We wanted to be frugal and have everybody be able to join in on the fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, you know, this year we also get a Christmas Advent.
Wait, which, by the way, guys, there are very, very few left of the holiday Advent calendars for Charming You. And I'm telling you guys, if you have not seen the graphics either on our website, on YouTube, or our Instagram, you guys, it is this beautiful winterscape in these pastel, crystal ice blue, winter sky, aurora borealis, blues, purples. I can't even imagine what Maureen is going to do. But if you get the chance, guys, go ahead and head over to Charming You on Instagram. It'll link right to her page. And you can still, for a very, very short limited time, because she's almost done on her pre-orders with the amount that she's set, get a fantastic Advent calendar. And then it's done, and all you have to do is wait in the mail.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And but also to mention our good friend Zebra Knits, because she's doing hers again. Yes. And so if you can't afford the big, huge month-long one, which, by the way, remember when we did our little video, I mentioned that one of the reasons why I felt like I could do it this year was because Charming You, Maureen has it so that you can make payments. So you don't have to purchase it all in one big lump sum, which makes it affordable. But Zebra Knits, she, like last year, oh man, I should have got out my socks from last year to show off.
We can insert a photo here of both of our socks.
There we go.
Because what it is it's a full skein with a mini that's striping for the 7 days.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was kind of like you needed it. You finished this big long Advent, we did. And then hers was right following because it was Christmas Day into the new year. You guys, It was a very cool, and I've been talking with Anna about colors and what she's got planned. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Golly Moses, that's going to be so awesome.
Save your Christmas money.
Well, and then this year, I feel like, first off, I'm going to knit them from the toe up.
Yes.
Because then I can use up, I can get in every single color, and I don't have to worry like I did last year.
Good idea.
But even with that, even with me worrying last year, I shouldn't have worried because
she had it all planned out.
She did, and I didn't trust the process, and so I made my socks shorter, thinking that I wouldn't have enough stripes to get through my huge pumpkin feet.
Yeah, and I think we've all done that at times. Oh, I'm gonna run out. I'm not sure.
Yep, exactly. But
check both of those two designers out, and if we can plug one more person because we love her, Miss Tiddly Bakes is opening up this next week her pie collection, you guys. Pie.
I know. And I sent this to Stephanie, but she made the s'mores necklace. And
I think she's going to be making ornaments for Christmas, you guys. Like full-size, life-size ornaments. Yes. I'm so excited.
So she heard our outcry.
Yes. Thank you, Kayla. We love you all. And to all the people who have chosen to feature their products or their hand knits and handmaids on Between Knits and Purls, we are super thankful that you guys have entrusted us to get your products out to our patrons and people who listen to us. Because we're not going to bring something to the table that we don't think is up to par, guys. So we wanted you guys to know that as well.
Exactly. And it really helps that these women have become cherished friends too.
Tremendously.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. They're awesome, awesome ladies too.
I really wish that I had known these women back in the day when I was dyeing yarn. I probably wouldn't have given up.
So that'd have been fun.
Yeah.
Or even just to collaborate with.
Exactly. So, especially Anna, since she's in Portland.
I know. Professor Pearl and her hang out all the time, and I'm so jealous.
Me too.
We're going to meet up with them soon. I just know it.
Yeah, we better.
Not to call them out, but we just did.
But also, remember, guys, that we do have a Between Knits and Purls Ravelry group. Not much going on there at the moment, besides from if you're still working on your project down along, which goes until the end of this month. And so post if you have a Ravelry username.
There you go.
You get extra points for posting in. I'm saying this totally wrong.
I know what you're saying. You can post twice if you use the name in Ravelry.
Yes.
Yes.
And then there's the Instagram posting as well. So you get double shot to win the amazing prizes. There. Thank you. God.
Thank you. And shortly I will be putting up the information for the July Advent. So we'll have Merry Everything and Happy Always in July. Signups will be coming soon. I'll make sure to put it all over Instagram. Tell your friends. Great opportunity, guys, to do something for yourself. Very cost effective in the middle of July, just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun, kicks and giggles. It helps. I mean, granted, the summertime is usually the funnest time of the year anyway, but at the same time, it does help.
It does
cheer
break
you up.
It up a little bit.
Yeah. And then just remember that our show notes, you can see all the show notes and the links down below in YouTube, but I also post them on betweenknitsandpurls.com.
Yeah.
And this last week, my latest episode 58, I want to say, of Little Cabin Knits is out. And my goodness, you guys are really into this one. I mean, thank you. So this, when I went on Gravel Knits for my interview with them,
yes,
they asked me how I learned to knit, and I told them I didn't think it was anything out of the ordinary, but I told them that a blind lady taught me to knit.
I think it's so cool.
And I got multiple messages from people after that asking to describe that in more detail. So this episode is all about telling you about that process.
Yes.
Now, it's more of a story than it is an instruction to you guys.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to describe it in such a way on an audio podcast that it would be an instruction on how to do it.
No, but in the same manner, if you think about it, it's exactly what your friend who was blind did for you, because it was audible when you listen to it. So it's very, if you haven't gone, guys, go check out Little Cabin Knits just so that you can see what Emily's doing over there, because it's really cool.
Thank you. And my goodness, I'm getting so many new subscribers. It's astounding.
That's awesome.
I love it. So thank you everyone for the support on Little Cabin Knits. So just a heads up on that one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as they say, get in the can or record something like that. A couple episodes.
Yeah.
At least because there's a couple things that people have been asking me about. So another thing that came up from that interview was people wanted me to talk, to describe more about the process of change and about giving advice or not giving advice to people. How do we refrain from giving advice to people?
Sure.
So I thought I would record those two and have them in the can for when I am off from recording altogether because of baby Jimmy being here.
Because Miss Emily is what, 36, 37 weeks?
No, 33. But here.
Oh,
look,
well, you're getting towards it. There you go.
There he is. Yep.
You're getting towards it.
Yeah. Excited. And he is, my gosh, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, so here's the thing. So I've mentioned once or twice that he likes to kick the nerve that goes to the womanly parts, and that really hurts. So this last week, I actually found out from my OB that there is a diagnosis for that.
There's a name for it, huh?
Yeah. So
okay.
Be aware, okay?
Fair
it's
enough.
Called lightning crotch.
Why do I find that so funny? And I've had 2 kids. That's
I know.
Hey, each to their own, right?
Yeah. And so literally they don't know that they told me they don't know exactly how this happens or why. They just know that there is some nerve that is close to where the baby is, and every time if he's in the right position,
it just triggers that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So every time we go for a walk,
oh my goodness.
Yesterday when we were grocery shopping, he was not happy. We actually
he was moving
shopping early because he just kept on hitting that spot, and I would be
my goodness
walking down the aisle, and all of a sudden I'd be like, oh. Poor Jeremy, he just was like, I give up. We're leaving.
Yeah,
we don't need more.
Exactly.
We're done.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh, the things we do for babies, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, exactly. So
speaking of babies, is it possible that you might have gotten something in the mail this week for our surprise baby shower?
Oh, girly. I didn't get 1. I didn't get 2. I got 3. Wait, I don't want to show addresses. I got 3 packages.
Yay.
There they are. 3 packages.
So for those of you that don't know, I've decided to shower Emily with all of our love as a community. And if you are interested in knitting something or just gifting something to Emily and the baby, get in contact with me on Instagram. I'm happy to share that address as to where you can send that. And Emily each week is going to open that on the podcast until she delivers the baby.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. So first off, who sent things this week? So we've got you. We've got my dear old friend Linda, or LM Call. And then we've got beautiful Nuna K Knits, or Nina.
Yes.
I think that's how she says her given name. Nina?
I think so.
Okay. I always just know her as that other thing. So
yeah.
And actually, to tell you the truth, when Nina's came in the mail, I was like, who is this? I had to go on a hunting thing because I was like, because I've never known her by her first name.
Isn't that funny? It's so the way when you get to know someone on Instagram, it's not what you recognize.
No, exactly. But thank you, my dear friends. And so without further ado, why don't we open yours first? Because I know you're dying.
I've been excited. Hers has been there for a week, so I've been waiting. It's just been unable to get it all taken care of. So,
oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What pattern is this? This is so scrumptious. This is the cotton, right?
This is the cotton, and it is a blend of cotton, or it's 100% cotton, but it's what they called it was skin layer cotton. So you could make like an adult sweater or a tank top or something out of it. I have to pull it up because I did not post it on my Ravelry page so that you wouldn't see it.
Actually, I've been very good. I've been avoiding your Ravelry page, even for no notes.
Okay.
I've been avoiding it.
Because I hadn't put it up yet because I thought, that stinker, she's going to go in there and she's going to see it.
Nope. I love surprises. Oh my gosh. I love the garter stitch squishy details.
Isn't it cute? It's just supposed to be a cute little top. And again, once you see the other part of it, you'll understand what it goes to.
Did you make him up? Yes. Okay. Diaper cover.
Keep digging.
Oh my gosh.
Keep digging.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
There's 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had assumed what was underneath was a blanket or something.
Nope.
This is so much better. Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to pull up my project page here.
Look at the butt, guys. Look at the butt detail. Look at that.
And it actually, if you undo the little whatever buttons on there, it was all knit in one piece. And the construction, guys, it was like making a washcloth. It was that easy.
Really?
Yes, I was shocked.
I can already tell this is going to be absolutely perfect. I've been putting off knitting diaper covers because and I like this.
Cute.
The buttons are in such a way that because of the garter stitch, they can actually grow. This can grow with him.
It can. And this is in a DK sport DK weight. I don't remember which, but if you went up to like a worsted weight, you could size it up.
Looks like a mermaid tail.
I know, right? But it fits the little legs perfect.
Okay, so here it is buttoned.
I know.
And then here it is. I have to scooch back so you guys can see.
It's so cute.
Oh my gosh, I just love it so much.
I had a really fun time knitting those, honestly. Why can I not find any of this right now?
I was just going to ask.
I will link it in the show notes.
Okay.
Just a very simple, both of them were free patterns on Ravelry. Very simple. I think they call it like maybe a diaper cover, a duster cover. I don't know. They call it something cover. And then the other one was just a cute little, very plain. So he can actually just wear a diaper and his little top.
Yes. Yes. Oh, can't you just see his little buttonnies?
Oh, and with his little legs sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus this is, okay, so this is even more perfect because I don't know why, but now I guess I hadn't even thought about knitting these diaper covers in cotton because I've been putting off knitting them because I didn't want to have to hand wash them if I knit them in wool. Right. And B, I didn't know if knitting them in acrylic yarn would be appropriate.
I'm telling you what, I saw so many done in cotton and I kept thinking to myself, why wouldn't you? You literally throw it in the washer and the dryer like it's a washcloth.
Exactly. And ironically, I have 3 skeins of cotton yarn that I bought specifically from my LYS to knit face cloths with, and I need to get on that, man.
I'll give Emily the link for where I found the pattern so that you guys can do it if you're ever interested. Super easy, you guys. Super easy.
Well, there's so many people out there having babies right now, like so I think this is absolutely perfect. I want to send this specifically to this link specifically to a couple friends.
Yes.
That are knitting friends.
Yes.
So when you send me the link, I'm gonna send.
I will make sure we put it up there for you guys.
Yes.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh, so great.
So cute. It was
You
fun.
weren't kidding. 4 things, man.
I know.
His hand knit wardrobe is getting so big right now.
I can't even imagine. This little guy is never going to know anything other than total plush.
No. Yep. Exactly. He's already spoiled. Oh my God.
So cute.
Okay, so background story as to why this is open.
Oh,
I thought this was a yarn order that I had got that I had placed with Charming You.
Yes.
So I wasn't even thinking about it. I didn't even look at the address on it or anything. I just opened it up. I think I was even on the phone with my vet. I think I was on the phone with.
Probably.
Yeah. And I started to unwrap it, and all of a sudden I was seeing a little bit of hand knit in there, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And so I have no idea what it is still. This is a package. This is from Linda.
Oh my goodness.
Or LM Call.
Yes.
But see, this is what I saw. I saw that peeking out, and so I immediately stopped. And my vet, I remember now, my vet was laughing because I was telling her, I'm ruining a surprise.
It's all right. It's good.
Yes. I love that my vet has become a dear friend. Linda, you have got to be freaking kidding me.
That's darling.
I was literally thinking yesterday, I need to knit a mini gnome for Jimmy to go with the gnomes that we had for the wedding.
You know what? That could even be his first Christmas ornament too.
Oh yeah.
Family gnomes. I love it.
Look at the little butt.
That is darling.
All right, so Linda, I'm gonna look on your thing. I don't recognize which one this is, but hold on. I want to get my 2 grown-up ones to have next to it.
They're absolutely darling. And I know you had put a lot of thought and effort into like colors and everything because yours were specifically for the wedding, which obviously is darling. But I love that his is like this little bright little, because he's going to be the little bright guy in your life. It's going to be darling.
And then, oh my gosh, come on, Emily, focus here.
That's really cute. Look
at that.
Jeremy's going to love that. That's going to be cute.
This has to be our cover photo now. Hold on, let me. Cute. There we go. Oh, this makes me so happy, Linda.
Darling. Oh, very good choice, Linda. You nailed it.
Yep. No, Jeremy is not going to like this at all. He thinks
I love it.
Are incredibly creepy.
What? They're darling.
I know.
They're darling. I
can't wait till we get a garden so I can start collecting actual garden gnomes. And start creeping him out even more. It's going to
probably.
Okay, so I got to find a place to safely put those. Okay, but that's not all that was in the package. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think this is a flax. Yes.
Oh,
Linda,
that is so cute.
And this one's bigger. Wait, is it bigger? Hold on. Where's yours?
The one I did for newborn to 3 months. So because of cotton, he can wear it in the beginning of the summer.
I still feel like
that'll be perfect for his first fall and winter.
Yes. Yes.
That's darling.
I was literally just thinking that this was something that I needed to knit him for.
And the thing is, it's so classic. It looks so cute on everybody. Oh, Linda, you did a great job. That is darling.
And plus, she knitted at such a gauge. I don't know if you can see the stretch.
That's going to be perfect.
Yeah. So I feel like this can grow with him a little bit more because, of course, like with baby stuff.
Oh, yeah.
he can wear stuff that's a little too small for him and still look snazzy. So
Oh yeah. Well, or sometimes even too big. You just roll the cuff up and go, you know?
Yep.
That is so cute. Good job, Linda.
Well, and I was just telling Steph before we started recording that Jimmy is actually pretty small. He's only 4.5 pounds as of this week. And so he is in the 70 percentile. But he's also very long. So actually, I don't know how long he is. Because you know how they can't really measure that out because they
estimate.
Yeah. But because I feel like he's going to continue to be small and come out small, all these things.
They're going to be perfect.
Yeah, people kept on telling me, don't knit anything for newborn size because they're just going to grow out of it in 3 seconds.
He's going to be teeny, I think.
Yes, he's going to be super small, but have a huge noggin. So this is so perfect.
Good job. That's beautiful, Linda.
Thank you, my dear one. Yes. I appreciate you so much, Linda.
Yes.
You have been there. I feel like I've known Linda longer than I've known you, actually, Steph. I don't know.
We've all kind of known each other from early Ravelry days. Ravelry days. Yeah. But yes, we've known Linda for a long time. Long time. So.
And I think she's still winning the Gravel Knit Gals. They're doing a yarn stash busting or something like that. I can't remember. It's pretty much like what the Knit Girls do during the summer.
Stash dash.
Stash dash, yes.
But
they have their own twist to it. And I think the last episode, Linda is winning as far as amount of yarn.
That's not surprising because Linda is a triathlete and she is like extreme everything and can do all things.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, look at this already. I just can't.
I know. Look at all the blues and then that cute little gnome.
But that's not all.
Okay, what do we got?
We've got from Nuna K Knits. Let's see if I can open this bad boy up. Whoa, Emily. Calm down. Whoa, what do we have here? Oh, yeah, Linda has a card. I don't know. I don't know if I should read the card on the show.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We can always save those personal little things for M. That's always a good
I think I want to save the cards for
just me. Yeah, that's special.
I'll put that there. And then Nina.
I feel like we should be eating cupcakes or something at your shower.
I know.
Okay, next time, guys, we're going to eat something baby shower-ish, okay?
Yeah. Okay. What in the world? This is so pretty. Oh, my gosh. Another blanket. Look at that. Oh, wait, that's backwards. Look at that.
Look at the pattern.
Wow. This is like chevron, but it's not chevron.
But you know what I love about it? Just depending on how you look at it, sometimes the navy blue is what shows through and sometimes the teal. It's like one of those mind trick things.
Yes.
That is really pretty.
I love the wave.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm probably not even showing it well, but look.
No, it's beautiful.
Wave and everything. And then she added in, I don't know if this was part of the pattern or not.
That's beautiful.
On two sides, she's got garter stitch border striping.
Oh, how pretty is that?
This is knit. This is a knit pattern.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, when I first looked at it, I thought it might be a crochet, but no.
That's really pretty. That'll be really cute, like in the stroller or, outside snugly warm. Yeah, that's going to be
really this will be so perfect. See, I don't need to knit him the baby blanket that I've been knitting him. Well, you guys will see in just a minute, but it's
I had so many baby blankets for my little ones, and you know what? It's not like, oh, I don't need another one. It's that somebody made it special.
Exactly. Yes. And now he's got the habitation throw from our other. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My mind has gone blank.
It's all right.
And now he's got this one,
That's
and you'll see in a minute. I finished the jelly roll blanket.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he'll have like 4 or 5 hand knit baby blankets by the time we're done. This is so awesome.
Oh my goodness.
I would prefer this than store-bought blankets because
gosh, yeah. For sure.
I mean, why would you even go that route if you don't have to?
Thank you everyone for contributing to our week or our podcast shower for Emily.
Oh wait. Did you
Oh my gosh.
Nina, did you make me something? Look at that. Okay, hold on.
That's
Let's get it up close.
I see it. Look at the little flecks of blue.
Oh, this is so pretty. I swear that has to be Lion Brand yarn.
That's beautiful.
But I just don't think that the pattern is show. I'll take a picture and insert.
Oh no, I can see it for sure.
Okay.
That's beautiful. Is it just like a little shawlette?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never seen this pattern before. But you know what would be really cool? You know that you know those shawl cuffs that you used to make? I should get out my shawl cuff. And then if I just put it just like this, oh my gosh, this feels good.
Darling.
This feels so good.
So cute. That's really pretty.
Ooh. I don't know if this smells of Nina or of whatever wash she used.
Ooh, either one, I'm sure it smells good.
Yeah. It smells really good. But I can't place the scent. It's kind of florally, but also not. But it's good.
That's so pretty.
Thank you.
Oh.
But also, this is such a color that I could place around Jimmy and still feel good, right?
Absolutely.
Sorry, I just pictured putting it around his little neck. Sorry.
You crack me up.
All right. Wow, my dear
awesome
friend,
guys.
That ends the baby surprise. Hold on.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Here's the mountain. The baby surprise.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Oh, these are all, it's not just that these are so lovely, but they're also just so useful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And I was just putting away, yesterday, I just put away the hand knits.
Oh, yeah.
For the summer.
Yeah.
And it made me super sad.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But even right now, though, I feel like I should be wearing I am wearing a hand knit sweater.
Yeah, but it's cooler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have you been doing you haven't really been doing any knitting yourself because you've been doing mostly baby knits, but have you done anything for you recently? Not that I can think of.
Not a single thing. Yeah. But I have been, you know how at the beginning of the year I said that I was kind of sick of socks?
Yes.
So I haven't knit any socks since the beginning of the year, but yesterday I was putting away some self-striping skeins that, or just skeins that I had out laying around trying to clean up the house. And all of them were from Zebra Knits, from Anna. And there was this one that's hot pink and black. And I was just like, I think it's time that I cast on a pair of socks like in this. And then I opened up my self-striping drawer, if you will. And I found like Desert Vista Dye Works.
Well, not to plug another person's podcast, although I love Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady, so I might as well.
Might as well.
Summer sock camp is around the corner, folks. So get out all of your summer sock yarns that you want to just, we all have those ones that are so special and we don't really want to knit with them. This summer, I'm knitting with all of them because why not?
That sounds so great. Wait, okay.
I've got some of Anna's yarn I want to knit from Zebra Knits. I've got, I've got a ton, but I've got some special skeins that I've been holding back. And I thought, no, this summer I'm going to knit all the ones that are the pretties. And I don't want to touch them. I'm going to do that this year.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I went to Knit Group this last week.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, it was so awesome. I'll insert a video here of my.
It's very cool, guys.
Yeah, of my very good friend who was knitting a Icelandic sweater,
Oh, that was gorgeous.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, and I was actually thinking I might want to ask Lisa to come on the show, because she knits colorwork skirts, colorwork sweaters. Right now she's knitting sweatpants for one of her sons.
Come on. I want a pair of those so bad.
Mind you, grown-up sons. Like, these aren't toddlers. These are grown-up young men. So I was actually thinking maybe I would have her on, and I want it to be on the video, because
that would be awesome.
Yeah, you gotta see that. But when I was there was a bunch of people knitting on socks, and I think that's when it started percolating in my head. Like, I need to have a pair of socks or something ready to go, so that when I'm in the hospital, that's my knitting, right?
That's so funny you say that. I remember with my second posting pictures from my hospital bed, knitting socks with my IV. I'm like, I'm ready. Let's go.
See, that's just the way we are, right?
Yeah. So you better pick some of those beautiful skeins and get some cuffs cast on.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm not going to limit myself to one colorway. I think I want to cast on three, maybe even 4.
Yeah.
No.
Because
yeah, and the thing is like my sisters and my mom and we all wear the same size socks. I don't really need any new pairs of socks, so I can be knitting all of these for my sisters, but still enjoying.
But that's the same thing I do all year. I just knit for all my family members, so by the time I get to the holiday season, hey, it's Christmas, I've got gifts done.
Yep. Oh, and Kelsey, if you're watching this, la 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 la.
Disregard.
Oh, yeah, but my little sister, she just had her 37th birthday.
Oh.
38. No, she's 37. I think she's 37. And I didn't get to see her on her birthday, but I have a pair of hand knit socks that I knit for her last year.
Oh, perfect.
And I was saving for this birthday. And so I need to see my sis so I can give that to her.
Good.
She's amazing. But
what have you finished while you've been knitting and working and all the things?
So many things. Okay, so first off, I knit a robot.
So cute.
For Jimmy. I mean, look at the antenna.
That is so cute.
So this was a request from Jeremy, Mr. Radio. And so I cast this on. He picked the colors and everything. We're knitting them all in Lion Brand Heartland.
Yep, because it's washable.
So it's washable. And so Jeremy requested that he and Jimmy have sort of matching robots. So this is works in progress, but so this is Jeremy's work. This is Jimmy's. This is Jeremy's.
That's so cute.
And Jeremy plans on having this at his on his desk.
Man shower.
Yeah. Well, next weekend we have actually what we are calling a couples shower, because a whole bunch of Jeremy's guy friends were wanting to, like, I guess the word is contribute / gift us some things, and they've been really excited and supportive.
Yeah, a couple shower is very common now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Because my mom was like, "Oh, that sounds a little weird having guys at a baby shower."
Well, as long as you're not wrapping toilet paper around you and guessing how many squares goes around your waist, then we don't care. It's fine.
No. We do have a few games that we're gonna play, but so yes,
those are cute.
But so in the show notes, just so you guys know, I've been starting this the last couple episodes. I have clearly marked the link to the pattern on Ravelry. And if there is a link outside of Ravelry to the pattern, I link that as well.
Yes.
Now for Amy Gaines, she is on all kinds of things like Creative for Life or something like that.
Quite a few platforms.
Yeah. She's on Etsy, but I decided to link her Facebook page or group for this one. So you can do that. So
cute.
There's that. And then the big one, hold on. We got the jelly roll blanket all done. Okay, so.
And I love that you did a scalloped edge.
Yeah, Jeremy picked that out. Oh, it was so fun to do.
Yes.
But
I have neglected mine so much lately, but again, guys, perfect for the Merry Everything and Happy Always in July projects.
Perfect. Now, I will tell you, like, I am glad that this is not a full-size blanket. I'm glad that this is a baby blanket.
Lengthy.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you've completed 2 scrappy
mitered square. Yeah. And those took me a while. Several years.
Yeah.
Because I knit them together so that both of the girls would have their blankets done at the same Christmas.
Yes. And
yeah.
I gotta tell you, I mean, I was energized for this because baby coming, and my whole goal this entire time was that this was going to be his main baby blanket. But if this was just a blanket that I was knitting for around the house,
it's a labor of love.
Yeah. I don't think this would probably ever get done. I doubt
it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things too that I feel like if you get going on it, it just goes.
Yeah.
So that turned out.
It's true. It's true, because you'd be surprised at how quickly you get through a row, especially when you're watching TV.
For sure. It really does. I think you just have to be in the right mood, but that's with any scrappy project.
Yeah. And of course, we have to point out Jeremy's Star Trek-y colorway from...
That was really cute that you added that.
Yes. We needed to do that. Yes. But I really feel like the stripes on either side of the blanket really bring all the colors together.
It looks so pretty,
Yeah. So I'm very happy. I did have to fudge quite a bit on the scallop edging.
You would never know.
But yeah, because it doesn't wrinkle up or anything.
It's really cute.
And yeah, I just don't feel like you would ever know, actually. Yeah. And I did I blocked this before I did the edging, and I'm not going to block it again.
Smart.
Yeah, I just feel like it doesn't need it again, but.
Oh, that turned out so cute.
Yes. And then, okay. I'm not sure if these are okay. I'm making Jimmy a mobile, or is it mobile or mobile? Mobile?
Mobile.
So I think I'm about 3/4 of the way done with it. So the thing is this is a current whip, but there are completed things in the whip.
Yeah.
So I've got a fox. Isn't he cute?
Oh my gosh.
I've got a raccoon. Look at the face. Look at that face.
Oh my gosh.
And look at the tail.
Darling.
And okay, it has to be my favorite, even though it's all in one color, but wait till you see the tail. But this is a squirrel. Look at the tail.
Are you kidding? That is so stinking cute.
I can't handle it. Oh, but so
what are the other animals that you have to make?
I need to make a hedgehog, a bunch of little leaves, and a mushroom. And that's it. And then I got to string them all together.
Gonna be so cute.
And use an embroidery hoop to put them up. But so this is, I mean, okay. So to tell you the truth, I didn't mark down how much time each of these animals took me, but I will tell you that each one took me an evening, and that evening consisted of watching TV, knitting, but then making dinner and all that kind of stuff.
That's not bad at all.
So what, maybe 3 hours or so?
That's so cute.
Yeah. And so, oh, I forgot to put up, there you go. So this is a free pattern by Amanda Berry, who I believe is English because of the way that the patterns are written.
So
I will say that for a free pattern, amazing.
Wow.
If this was a paid for pattern, I would have wanted more help because when she sets you up to do the Intarsia part, she doesn't set you up at all.
Yeah.
So there was, especially on the raccoon, I guess I didn't read ahead enough in the raccoon to have my mini skeins set up for the Intarsia.
Sure.
I was expecting it to be like the fox, where I had to have 2 oranges and 1 yellow. I mean, 1 cream. Gotcha. And I was expecting to have 1 black, 1 white, and 2 grays. So that's how I set it up. And then when I got to the face, I had to rip everything back out, reconfigure everything, because, oh my gosh, that was a nightmare to knit. But man, I love
how it looks around his eyes.
Yeah. And there was, I hadn't knit Intarsia. I probably haven't knit Intarsia in over a decade. And so
you got to kind of remember which way you wrap the yarn so that you don't have that gap.
Exactly. And that's what I couldn't remember. So I found a new to me YouTube channel. Oh. I'll link it below because I can't remember the name. But the guy was the guy doing the tutorial was really nice and detailed, did things really nice and slow, and showed you know, how to really set yourself up for success and to be successful in it. And he was right.
Well, you were successful because they're cute. Yeah. How darling are those?
Sorry, look at that tail. And cute. The tail was a new technique to me too. I actually had to switch how I was knitting, because I had to knit with a throwing style in order to get the tail, because you knit into the stitch and then you don't cast off the old stitch. You leave it on the needle. Okay. And you bring your yarn in between the 2 needles as if you're going to purl. Okay. But you wrap the yarn around your thumb
to make a loop.
Yep. And then you got to bring the yarn back to the back again, knit into that same stitch, and then off, and
that's really cool.
I couldn't get it successfully doing my normal
with your continental knitting. Yeah.
So I had to do throwing.
Well, good practice for English style. That's good.
Yes. So
cute.
Lots of new techniques that was a new technique, definitely. Yeah. But the Intarsia, it was lovely to just get reminded about it again.
For sure. Yeah. That's so true.
So those are my FOs.
Oh, I love it. I have one FO. This is my FO, my dear.
Oh, that is so soft and luscious.
It was so nice to knit with. This was a gift. Ooh, I do that every time. This was a gift set of yarn from my mom. And this is a sock set by Shirley Bryan. Huh. There you go.
Yeah, never heard of her.
It's like a little dinosaur knitting, which I thought was so super cute.
Yeah.
It is a 75-25 nylon. It was, let's see, 50 gram for the main color and 20 gram for the contrast color. And this one is called There's No Crying in Baseball. So how apropos is that?
Oh, now I can't remember. Are those the colors of their jerseys in the movie?
No, but I love it anyway.
But also because you're a baseball house, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love the little unexpected flex. Is it gold?
It is gold. It's almost like a rust.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
I love that. Oh.
So just plain vanilla, nothing crazy. Drop heel, gusset, normal. Yeah, those were super fun. And it's a very, very soft 75-25. Very soft.
Is this one going to be for you then? Are you going to keep them?
Possible.
Heaven forbid you keep something you knit.
I know. It's terrible. And then I have one other FO, which is a half object. And this is just a 3x1 72 stitch men's sock. Nice and stretchy.
Oh my gosh.
And this is just knit picks in the base jump colorway.
Oh, I hadn't seen that one.
Well, you sent it to me.
Oh, well, yeah, but wait. Is that the package that I bought straight from Knit Picks and sent it to you?
Yes, so you probably never saw it in person.
Yep, I never saw it. Okay.
But I love the color, you guys. And you know, this is one thing that I've noticed with Knit Picks yarn specifically in their Felici colorway. You know, a lot of times people get down to the heel, flap, and gusset, and it looks so bad when you start coming back together with your gusset. Theirs really doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You know, I stop at a color, which is obvious, and then I do that. But you can see the white still looks, it's a smaller stripe, but it's not so off that it looks bizarre.
Exactly. So. I think it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. What size feet does Chris have? My gosh.
It's just a 10 and a half. I know it just looks long, right?
Yeah. Seriously.
Yep.
Oh, that's so great.
And then I got started on the other one, and I kept thinking, why in the world is this looking so small? My stitches were the same. I couldn't figure it out. Well, heaven forbid I have too many things on my mind, because I was doing 2x2 rib, not 3x1.
Oh.
So I ripped that out and started this over this morning. So
there you go.
There we go.
I have to say, I prefer the 3x1 rib for socks.
I do too.
Yeah.
I really do. It keeps it upright on your leg much better.
Yeah. But I prefer the 2x2 for hat bands.
Oh, or even a twisted rib, because it's nice and tight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's all that I got on the needles, folks, at least until next week after move out, graduation, baccalaureate, and finals.
Yep.
1 week, guys. 1 week.
Well, wait, but I forgot to ask you, did you work any on your Tendrilly?
I did not.
Okay. So then, but you're good. You're good.
I did not. I have the yarn picked out. I have my pattern printed out and ready to go. It's going to be my treat for after this week.
There you go. And I talked about this a lot on the audio podcast. Yeah. This is Tendrilly by Georgia O'Keeffe. I know, it's not Georgia O'Keeffe.
D. O'Keeffe.
D. O'Keeffe.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing, guys. Do you see what I see?
No.
Look at the cabling. What does the cabling remind you of? A womanly part. I'm giving her a vagina shawl.
You're gonna make me cough.
This is for my OBGYN. I think it's absolutely perfect.
Oh, she will love it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. But
that's hilarious.
I mean, come on now. The cables just... Golly Moses, I can't get a cable in.
That's hilarious. I would have never even...
It's all because of the lightning crotch situation.
There you go. And you can tell her you made her a gift that's apropos for the occasion.
Yes. So, but I am at the point now where, so remember last time we podcasted, I had only knit probably this much.
Yeah, you were just starting last time.
Yeah. And at that point, I was saying that that you have to pretty much have your charts with you at all times.
Yeah. Did it get better as you went along?
Yeah, because I mean, you just need some time to get into the rhythm of this shawl. Once you're in the rhythm, I would still say always have your charts handy for the right side rows, but now for the wrong side.
Right.
I can read my knitting.
Nice.
So
that's really pretty. I love the color too. That turned out so nice.
So this is knit in. I have this in a bag that my grandma. When she passed away, I got this. But this lady is Kachemak canvas and tapestry. She has been making these bags out of Homer for 40 odd years.
That's amazing to be able to have something that long.
Yeah. Yeah. And and grandma always used these purses whenever she would go out. And so that's what I chose to have in memorial. Yep. So right now, I don't know. I've been just feeling so nostalgic that I just wanted grandma near me. So I got this.
Cute.
Yeah. But
the knit picks. Yes, I remember.
Knit picks Bravas. This is worsted weight.
Yep.
And remember, I just got a whole bunch of the minis on a super deep clearance.
Hey, I think that's a great way to use them up.
Yeah. And they were intended for Jimmy, but
she's gonna love that shawl as a gift. You know she will. Oh, that's awesome.
So
you've been knitting up a storm.
I know.
That's awesome.
The reason is because I'm the opposite of you right now.
I know. This is my crazy Super Bowl time of the year.
Yeah. And I'm winding things up at work. I'm just like, dudes, I'm not doing any of my day-long classes. Nope. I'm not teaching.
You're getting super close.
Yeah, because I just can't handle it right now. And so
yeah,
I think I've got 2 classes left that I have to teach in a week and a half.
That's not bad. You'll get that done.
And that's it. Yeah.
So exciting.
And then I'm just working on paperwork all the time. But then the last thing that I've been working on is, hold on, where's my chevron baby blanket?
Yes.
I haven't gotten
this is the one with all the beautiful colors.
Yes. I haven't gotten very far, but I've got the first 2 colors done, and I'm now on to, I think this colorway is called Minty, but I've now lost the tag.
I just love the color saturation.
Yeah. I brought this and knit on this at
Knit Night.
And the women there, they just absolutely loved it. They just could not stop manhandling.
And this was a kit, right? The colors were a kit. Yeah.
From Wool and Honey. So
yes,
this is Big Bad Wool, and it is 50% fine washable merino and 50% baby alpaca, 95 yards per skein.
So cool.
So still needs to be hand washed, I think.
Sure. I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
But it'll be a treasured gift, you know?
Yeah. But so far, these are my leftovers.
That's really good.
Yep. And I'm still contemplating maybe doing a little hat form out of the leftovers because I don't know. Now that he's going to have so many blankets, thanks to you guys, I don't have to really worry that he'll overuse maybe one blanket. I don't know. Maybe he'll just.
Well, you say that until he finds his one blankie that he drags around the house with him.
There you go. But.
So true.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence, you know.
We've got plenty of time to decide. That's the fun part.
And because you guys are being so awesome, I don't have to have this one done by the time he's born.
I know.
So I'm good.
That's so cool.
Because right now I want to finish the mobile, and then I want to work on washcloths and some more
that's
socks.
A good goal. My goal is to get through this week and then enjoy some summer knitting, guys. That's my goal.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
You're going to get there. You know, it'll be great. You'll just, everybody, don't be surprised if Stephanie is not very active on social media this week because
give me 1 week. In fact, tonight, I was looking at my clock. Tonight, I have a luau dinner that we're planning for all of the college kids for exam scram night. So I've got pool blow up toys and I have gas cards for gift cards and AirPods and speakers and we're doing a whole themed dinner. The cafeteria is closing down, doing a luau buffet. Everyone's coming dressed. I should have put my Hawaiian dress on. It's going to be fun, guys. So that's what I'm headed off to do this afternoon to get ready. And I'm going to enjoy the last week of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, kudos to you for this because I hate planning events. And B, I kind of don't like attending events.
Yes. So, time and place.
Yeah. But I personally, today I've got another huge list of honey to-do list.
Good.
Jeremy's going to fix the our minivan. He's got to replace our is it called a caliper? Brake caliper.
Yep.
And then he's got to put up a shelf for me, and He's been so incredibly helpful. I literally, guys, yesterday I had such an emotional breakdown because I was just so mad at myself because I just felt like
it's part of it. It's just part of those hormones.
Yeah, but I just feel like I don't give space. I have too much stuff is what I'm feeling. Me, not Jeremy. Me. Jeremy.
Well, you can always have a garage sale.
Well, we thought about that and we were just like, you know what? I just can't handle that. So
you'll figure it out.
Yeah. So yesterday, after I had an emotional breakdown of yelling and crying, not at Jeremy, but but I was yelling and crying to Jeremy about myself.
Yeah.
And he just comforted me. He was totally calm the whole time. And then he's like, so why don't we just start going through things together? And like a half an hour later, we're laughing and we've got 2 more huge boxes to donate.
That's awesome. And see, you're getting through stuff you need to as you get down your list.
Yep, exactly. So today I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to do a little bit more work on the baby room. And then mainly I think I'm just going to finish up the mobile.
Good plan.
Yeah. So life is good.
Life is good, guys. Until we see you next time, don't forget,
life happens between
knits and pearls. Bye, guys.